What's going on, everyone? So today's video we're going to be talking about my Bilstein 5100s, the shock absorbers that I had installed in my truck about 5,000 miles ago. Currently truck is just over 70,000 miles. Anyways, I put these shocks on about 65,000 miles. It was like 64 and 800 or 900-ish miles that were on the truck. My old shocks were dead. The front ones, they were still usable, but the back ones for sure were dead. Normally I do have a trailer with me when I'm on my way to work, but today I'm doing little things at the house, so I don't have my trailer. Didn't feel like hitching it up. That's my phone buzzing. But we're about to get on a stretch of road that like every 20 feet has a joint in the concrete. And it's bad. When I have the trailer attached to me, all I'm doing is bouncing up and down. And I do have the airlift system. I actually installed that after 1,000 miles on the shocks. So if you're just putting these shocks on, take this review kind of with, I don't want to say a grain of salt, but take it with the fact that I do have the airlift system on the truck and it's always set at 5 pounds. Now, do I really think that makes a difference? Not really, because I haven't noticed too much a difference from when I first got this truck to now with the Bilsteins and the Air Ride. Well, correction, I have noticed a difference, and it is stiffer with the Bilsteins, especially up front and in back. But with that stiffness, it's better for me for hauling because it settles the truck a lot quicker, especially the front end. But anyways, the Bilstein 5100s, I got them not only on sale, but also I had coupons, and I used the Honey. By the way, this isn't sponsored. I have the Honey browser thing, and it does work actually. So I got my shocks super cheap, not super cheap, but they were probably like 400 bucks, and then shipping and tax. So they were about like 105 to 110 a shock. So I think that's a pretty good price. And honestly, I'm very happy with them. They still look good. They're not rusty. They're the stainless. And I did do the 1.5 inch rise in the front to try and level out the truck, and it settled back down, so I still have a little bit of a break. So when the weather gets a little bit warmer and I have more free time, I'm probably going to take it all apart and raise it to that very top notch, the 4th notch, to get the truck even higher up in the front end, just to get that really nice leveled out look. So normally I wouldn't do that because I don't want the truck to squat like this and have my headlights pointed up when I have the trailer, but I do have the airlift system. So again, I'm on a really rough patch of road here, back there and here. I mean, you can probably hear it and feel it and hear it in my voice every time I'm hitting a bump or a joint. And honestly, yes, it's rough. It's a truck with leaf spring rear suspension. It's going to be stiff. It's not going to be a Cadillac. It's not going to be some Bentley or smooth ride. You're going to feel it. But the fact that it settles down really quick and I'm not sitting here still bouncing later, I think the shocks are doing their job, and I'm very happy with them. I don't regret spending that kind of money on them. So we'll see how long these shocks last. The factory ones only lasted, technically they probably only lasted till like 60,000 miles, but I pushed them to the 65,000 mile mark. I should have changed them earlier, but I just didn't. I figured I can get a couple thousand more miles out of them, which I did. But again, normally I know shocks should last about 90,000 miles, but since I do haul a trailer most of the time and I'm usually on rough roads. I live in Illinois, near Chicago, the south suburbs. So the plow trucks, salt, the weather conditions, they just take a toll on the roads. So the roads are not that nice, and they're not that nice to the vehicles. So they put a good beating on them. And that just all contributed to my shocks more or less prematurely wearing out, but so be it. When you use a truck for truck stuff, you're gonna wear out parts. So final thoughts, Bilsteins 5100s, I think they're worth it. I had Rancho 4000s or 5000s on my Ranger. Honestly, after like 60,000 miles, those things were pretty much dead, and the fact that I was able to get 90,000 out of the factory ones, and then I put it on the Ranchos and they were dead about 60,000. Honestly, it was like 50, 60,000. Wasn't too impressed with the Rancho shocks. So I think next time I get shocks, I'll probably go Bilsteins, unless there's something else out there that piques my interest that seems to be better. But anyways, I'll leave you guys alone now. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a dislike, but let me know what I can improve on for future videos if you do not like this video. And as always, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel. I greatly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys later. Bye. So, quick tip with the F-150s, at least the 2013 model. I've always been bothered by the fact that I cannot switch the radio station like by single stations with the steering wheel. Actually, I found out if you push and hold the next or the return button, it'll go through the stations one by one. So that's a little tip for you guys in case you didn't know. All right, bye.